your show.
Welcome to the One Nook Weekly.
Reborn.
Oh,
Jazz
hands. Jazz hands. Wow. The five of us are here.
And
together.
we're very
And we all
tired.
hate each other.
I
It's been
know.
the worst trick.
Did I not say by the end of this weekend, some of us might not still be?
He is so cranky. He
Can't
only
wait
got
to
2
murder
hours
each
sleep
other.
last night.
Yeah.
He hit me 6 times.
I hit on you 6 times.
Oh, yeah,
More
sure.
likely.
That's bad.
I think I touched your thigh more times today.
Well, it was either you or the homeless guy. I was going home with mine.
Too much.
No, it's delicious.
All right, so let's work
Good.
backwards. I was thinking about it, right? So we just got done with our second visit to White Castle.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Ending as it all began.
This is
Yeah,
true.
that was pretty bad. What's up, Garage Gamer? What's up, Sir Sega?
Hey.
Yeah, what's going on, guys? Good to see you have with us. I know it's
Mm.
late, maybe a little bit early for those on the West Coast. It's late.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever done a stream this late?
I don't know
I've
what time
never
is it.
done one.
I
of
think
those.
I did it
Fox
too.
asked-
Oh, yeah. I covered
Yes.
all the hours. Yeah.
So, guys, thanks for tuning in. This is going to be an 8-hour Rampage stream.
Absolutely. We're gonna rebuild that cabinet again.
Yes.
Where is P-Dub's
Hat.
I got my hat on.
He's got it. He's rocking
Need
it.
a hat.
I'm wearing the hat, bro.
The
Gotta,
corner Kate is here.
The
Hello.
lights on.
Hey, Corner Cave.
Corner, what's up?
Brody 8105. What's
Alright, we really have no agenda besides just trying this out for the first time, and I think we look framed up pretty well.
yeah.
Because these guys are terrible at coordinating. We were supposed to go live like 30 minutes ago and be like,
What?
"Hey, can one of you come here?" No, the other one leaves. It's like literally hurting
It's like
cats
kids.
all
Like
weekend long, and I loved it.
You know,
Yeah.
the funny thing is, some of us are
Challenge
trying to be
life.
serious here, and like B and Fox just keep making jokes.
No, that's factual. Absolutely. For God's sake,
Michael B has been all about the party.
Yes. Oh my God.
No business at all.
100%.
Fox, what are we drinking right now? man?
Okay, we are drinking my standby Jefferson's because we're
Jefferson's.
moving on up to the east side.
Jefferson's, ladies and gentlemen. Grab a glass of Jefferson's and join
I
us.
do. I feel like I need
Absolutely.
a beverage in my head too. You want something?
Sure.
Yeah.
See?
All right.
All right, so while he's gone,
Beverages.
All right.
let's talk
Now
about
let's get to the real deeds.
So we arrived here on Thursday, right?
Yep.
And so that's when the journey began.
Yes,
and
it did.
I'm losing my voice.
You
Yeah,
smell
you are.
great.
No, I don't.
He's right. He's a little
I'm
right.
very
It's just musk.
I know this too well.
Talk about trouble.
I told you guys I need to go by the back.
Yeah, well, it's
So,
And my arm
It's
is
too
up
late
in
now.
space
I don't do
right
hot I just bought the whole thing.
yeah, there you go.
If you want to, sure. If you want to,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. How do we do?
You just
chug
wants
it?
the bottle.
No.
You want
Okay.
to chug it? You
I don't
can,
know.
I
I
guess.
don't know.
Mike Gerald, like,
You wanna
yeah,
make
this
two glasses?
weekend has been amazing.
Oh, you
I
got
hope
it.
you guys
You
have
sit up, you
fun
run the
following
stream.
along for as much as we've been doing stuff. We've been trying to include everybody in this journey. I feel so bad because I came up here with full intentions of recording all this video and being so interactive like the rest of the guys were. I was just so caught up in everything. There were so many games to play, so much shit to do. I love pinball. I played so much pinball all weekend. It was amazing.
Yeah.
I met John for the first time.
Yeah.
And you know how they say never meet your heroes? Well, I tell you, it's so true. I'm going to be honest, that's a lie. John was everything you see on screen is John in person.
Yeah.
It's not an act. It's just who he is.
Yeah.
Now, Michael's Vrabek, on the other hand, he's awesome too.
He
Honestly,
has
what a
many
great weekend.
names and is so talented. I learned
Yeah.
a lot about that dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He does literally every single job in that office.
He is a Mike of all trades.
He
Yes.
is.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
is a Mike
And we
of all
met Moat today. That was
Yes.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
Moat
Yeah.
was cool. Moat was so nice to everybody. We really enjoyed meeting Moat.
Yes, that was awesome.
And we met Moat's friend, Ashley.
That might be more.
Yes, might be more. Lady Ludo Oda.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
She has a Twitch channel as well, folks that want to.
And I met my my second wife, Liv, from IARC.
Yes.
So-
Second wife lived from IARC, and Pete Ups went up to her and was like, "Hey, baby, do you know who I am?" And she said, "Yeah, you're Michael B."
So what I thought we could do is kind of talk about days as they went by. You remember, B, you and I driving to Indiana
Yes, it started.
was
all
What a
just
great idea.
a couple days ago.
Great
Feels
idea.
like
Phenomenal
forever,
idea.
huh?
So
Phenomenal.
these guys drove to Indiana, went out of their way, did everything in the world to get the Blitz cap. It was amazing. And then my friend Atul showed up and went to the Walmart, buy Galloping Ghosts, and they had Blitz cabs anyways. So they wasted 3 hours of their lives.
This is true.
For nothing.
This is
Absolutely
true.
nothing.
Yeah, so if you were close to Willowbrook, the Walmart there, as of 2 days ago, had 2 Blitz cabinets, and they're showing up all over the country.
Yeah. You can go to Sam's
Now with
Club and for
stools.
$30 more,
Yeah.
get a stool sample. I mean, a stool.
It's stool. It's a stool.
No, that's what you
It's
did in
fine,
the
it's
sink
fine.
the other day.
That's right.
We weren't supposed to talk about that.
No, it's all coming out.
That's an outer
This is
decker.
the confession.
All right. So then Thursday night, right? We assembled the Blitz
We did.
cabinet, right?
That was phenomenal.
And we started to get the first look of the cabinet. We had a lot of fun on that stream.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
That
pretty
was
good.
really cool.
Well, except for the assault.
Oh,
The assault
The
There
assault.
was an
was
assault,
epic.
The
I
assault.
thought your niece just went weak. When you
Yeah,
saw
like
him
I
for the
didn't
first
tackle him.
time.
I don't know what happened.
Mike, watch the replay. You came at me like a truck. We proved there are late hits in NFL Blitz, and it happens during assembly.
Yeah,
That's right.
absolutely.
So that was a fun night. And then that morning, right?
Yeah.
We woke up in the morning. We've been kind of sleeping in.
Well, not the first morning.
No,
the first
we
one,
were
we were
early
pretty,
the first
we were
That
pretty
one-
energetic.
Okay,
we're ready
let's
to go.
talk about the coffee machine, right? Oh my
Okay,
God.
we need to have a serious
So-
conversation. So there's some discrepancies. There's some learning disabilities when it comes to some of the equipment. Now,
We
this is-
we
this
only
is-
know how to work a Keurig.
It's not the most technologically advanced coffee pot ever. It's just a standard Cuisinart coffee maker. These overachievers decided, and I'm looking at Mike B, looking at Pat, decided they were going to double up on the filters because they wanted some really premium filtered coffee.
What the hell's a
And-
Well, we
filter?
don't know
Right,
what we
right,
are.
no,
Of course,
I
you're gonna
understand.
double bag it.
And then they forgot to put the lid on the pot itself. So it all just pooled up in the filter and spilled over into the reservoir, and we haven't been able to make coffee since.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
It's
thought
pretty-
B was gonna rescue, like figuring out how to mod it,
Yeah,
turn it into
yeah.
a Keurig, you know.
Yeah, but
but-
then he just made a Star Wars machine again.
So we couldn't figure out how to use the coffee pot. Isn't that hilarious?
So we went to Dunkin'.
And,
Dunkin'
and life was good.
Dunkin'
Their
Donuts.
coffee is lightning
Yeah.
hot. Like,
And what-
lightning. It's ridiculous.
And what's funny is whenever I go to Dunkin' in Arizona, I always get the wake up wraps. It's
Yeah.
like a little
Oh.
tortilla shell
Mhm.
with
Yeah.
cheese and sausage and egg, and it just gets you fired up in the morning. I brought it back to the table. You guys should have seen Console Kids. He's like, he's like, what is that?
What is this?
What is that thing on your plate? I'm like, it's a wake up
Wait, are you
wrap.
saying
like-
that he saw something you did and copied you?
Yeah,
That's right.
And he goes,
Exactly the same thing.
I had to try it the first time. I'm so used to him
Again.
Me.
Yep.
It was time for a little payback.
But it was like that scene in Lord of the Rings when one guy was like, "Oh, comes in pints. I'm getting one." Like he immediately popped up and ran
Yeah,
and got a wake up wrap. And was it good?
it was great.
So
Wake up wraps are dope, bro. They're dope.
So I just want to say a quick thank you. Brooklyn Menace is here in the chat.
Oh,
We had
love
so
that.
much fun meeting
Absolutely.
you tonight, man. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You killed it.
absolutely.
what a nice guy.
Oh yeah,
Totally
He's
nice.
good
Everybody was
people.
so good.
He's good. People.
very good people.
He's good. People.
And then
He's not like Nostalgia.
It's
Yeah,
all just
not
a
at
piece of shit.
and then after Dunkin', we went across the street and someone had this bright idea for all of us to stream at exactly the
The
same.
same
That was
time.
your
Yeah.
idea.
That was your idea.
Was it my
I think
idea?
it
Yeah,
was your idea.
you wanted to cross the streams like Ghostbusters.
I guess that was a good idea.
Yeah. What a phenomenal idea you had.
That was good. But that was a lot of fun. I've heard some people say that they really enjoyed it. They've actually watched that intro from all of us. They could get different angles. They
Yeah.
could hear that. Yeah, it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Inception stream was fun.
Inception
I watched
stream
it
was
back, and because our audio crosses over in the stream, except for when Dubs disappeared for a little bit. And
Where
then
did you go?
He wanted to go in early. He was like,
Oh, yeah.
he always has to be the first to be in
Forget you
everything.
guys. I'm
So
going in.
That's
he
not
was
true.
the first in.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
I saw you
Excited.
were filming, and
He's
then you're like,
the
"Hey,
most
Mason, can you make me a thumb?"
And then roll
Okay.
out.
Okay. Okay.
All right,
Agreed.
agreed. But in general, Ralph asked,
Okay.
"Was Galloping Ghost worth it?"
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
In one word. All right, one word. Galloping Ghost.
Oh wow, I was really excited. I'm
Oh.
gonna word
Oh,
Let's do it.
Excited.
vintage.
Okay,
I just want you guys to know
That's
I'm
not
having
one
a
word.
really good
One
time.
that's not one word. Follow
One
the
word.
prompt. One word. Galloping Ghost.
Overwhelming.
Boner.
Whoa.
Nostalgia.
I'm gonna say epic. It
Epic.
really was.
Nice.
Those are all
Yeah.
adjectives. I was gonna say
Worse.
vowels. That's not vowels.
Adjective.
This is a super
Adjective.
chat. We got to answer.
Is it?
We have one.
Okay,
Sir,
all right.
say-
We have a super
Oh.
chat.
Thank you.
$5.
All right, go ahead. And this is your channel,
All right,
maybe.
go
So
Yeah.
chill chat.
Sir Sega, thank you very much for the $5 tip, super chat, whatever you want to call it. Thank you very much. Yes, I did get pickles on my White Castle burgers.
What did you think of it?
Oh, I love White Castle. I love it so much. I was so excited. And like I was like, I can have it one time. I want to differentiate what I do. And then when you guys said it tonight, I was like, when in Rome, let's go.
So we went again today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just to cap it off.
yeah, but we're skipping a few things there. What did we
Alright.
do in between?
Okay, so
No, that
Galloping
was
goes.
it.
Galloping
So we were
is-
there, and then we left and went to did the pinball.
Yes, Galloping
Okay,
goes
No, we
pinball.
ate
But there
lunch
was-
first.
We ate
We
lunch.
met a lot of
Guys,
people.
guys, and before
We-
lunch,
yeah.
something pretty phenomenal happened. Are we forgetting the R360?
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Guys,
right.
Yeah.
Incredible. So
Yeah.
I think somebody like pulled their YouTube cards, like, hey, listen, I don't know if you know, but we're YouTubers.
I'm P-Dubs. You may have
where's
heard
Doc?
of me.
So Doc shows up. I've never met the guy before, seen him on YouTube, you know.
He
like
literally
most of you,
rolled red carpet out.
Oh, yeah.
dude, incredibly gracious person, took the time, not just us, but everybody that was there asking questions to talk about it. His passion for arcades is just, it's completely transparent. You can see it all day long. And so we're hanging out. He's like, hey, you want to see something else? And usually that's a bad thing from a guy with a trench coat. But in this case, I had a funny feeling he was going to maybe take us next door.
Yeah.
And he did. And we got to see.
I didn't even think about it.
You
Yeah.
didn't think about it?
I didn't think.
oh, we
I didn't think to ask.
I
And so
always, oh my God.
I was feeling really disappointed in myself when I got rejected by Stern. I got rejected by Chicago Gaming Company, and then Michael B kept saying I was a terrible host because I couldn't get into Raw
He
Throws.
didn't mean
But
that.
I
He didn't mean
succeeded
that.
in contacting Doc Mack, and he's
You
the
did.
nicest
You
dude.
succeeded in contacting
I
him.
did.
And then P-Dubs had to call him.
He did.
I don't know if you know.
Well, yeah. So when we're at Galloping Ghost, we're there for a little bit, and I was walking around looking for Doc. I couldn't find him anywhere. So then I went up to the front counter.
Yeah.
And I talked to the gentleman at the front counter. I was like, "Hey, is Doc here?" He goes, "No, he's not here today." I was like, "Oh man, there's a whole bunch of YouTubers here. We'd love to meet him." He goes, "Hold on," and he called Doc, and he told him, and Doc was there within 10 minutes.
That's not the whole story. P-Dubs told him there's a whole bunch of YouTubers here with 100,000 subscribers.
I didn't say that. Well, I didn't say that. Shut up. I didn't say that.
So collectively.
Hey, I mean, man, we're close.
Yeah.
man.
But he showed up, and Doc was so what a nice guy.
Oh, yeah,
So
he was
cool.
awesome.
What a
So
nice
cool.
guy.
I think we forgot something. We're going to have to back up a little bit.
Even more.
Remember
respect.
dinner the day before.
Oh yeah.
This big boy
Oh,
got to try something that he's always wanted
Oh,
to try.
the
We skipped the
White Castle.
Chili's.
Mhm.
We picked him up from the
And we
airport.
went to Hooters.
We went to
That's
Hooters.
right.
Well, I've tried
Can't
Hooters
believe we
before.
forgot about that.
Yeah, but not Chicago.
Not Chicago Hooters.
Oh, yeah.
We went to Chicago Hooters, and when we got in there, we were like, "Yeah, we're here for Hooters." And she was like, "You came to this Hooters?
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to the good Hooters?"
We're at the bad Hooters. And what is a bad Hooters? Like, I mean, what is, I thought it was fine. Why do you get silent?
We're like,
Well-
dude, there's such a thing as a bad Hooters.
Well,
And what did you order, Michael B?
I had the chicken breast. Hold the chicken.
And then she said, "Do you really want that?"
No, I'll have the jumbo hot dog.
The jumbo hot dog.
well, we got a
Asia was very nice. Thank you very much.
we got a couple of questions here. Is there enough that you didn't do to not make a return trip? So,
Ooh,
I mean, I'm from
I don't know.
Chicago. These guys literally have seen 1% of Chicago.
Yeah.
1% this
Yeah.
weekend. There is so much more to see. So I'm sure return trips are in order. And
Right.
then I thought I saw there were some machines not working, or
Yeah,
did
there
you get
were
to
a lot,
play them
sure.
later?
Yeah.
It was like your typical arcade, man. There's always a
There was
machine.
a
that
lot of stuff down. There were a lot of
Yeah.
problems. Like I got around. There was one of my favorite arcades is GI Joe the arcade, and one of the things I understand why Galloping Ghost do it, but I don't love it is they do combo cabs. So there was a combo GI Joe Bucky O'Hare. It wasn't an official cab,
Right.
and the screen was gone on it. It was all red.
Mm.
So
Mm.
like there was stuff like that. Some controllers not working. Some screens dimmed out. And some machines just totally out.
The big afterburner.
Oh, yeah.
Wouldn't rotate but with just
Right.
one
Yeah.
direction. So
But
that was-
see, like it sounds like it's really negative. There's like freaking 400 units.
Oh, no, this
you
is-
go
this
down
is
the
not
row
working.
and it's like
No.
all of them are working,
Yeah.
all of them are working,
Yeah.
and then there's one.
yeah,
that's
there was
out,
just
right?
a few, but I think that if you're talking, if the question was, is it enough? Can you get it all done in one day? If you're referring to Galloping Ghost, you
No.
have to spend all day there,
Yeah.
and I think you'd still probably miss some.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
You would probably have. It would take a few
Like,
days to
we-
really run.
We
through
were
that.
there for about 6-7 hours. I
Yeah.
probably played like 6 arcades.
I didn't
Like,
play
just-
Primal Rage 2.
Yeah.
forgot.
Oh, I missed it.
And-
Yeah, we forgot. I really want to do that. So yes, you could definitely make it a
I
couple
saw the
days.
narc.
Yeah.
I didn't-
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the game that we never played, but we really enjoyed playing here. I'll go first to get kind of set the table. I played Contra, the vertical Contra there. And I have heard from other people, well-respected people, that the NES version is the better title. They're wrong. The arcade version is awesome.
Okay.
The graphics are way...
a face that
No.
you have.
Look, so it is the arcade version. So the NES version is a port. And you can see it. If you play the arcade version, it's like they made it horizontal, right? And they toned it down. The graphics of the fire are so much better in the arcade. Give you an example. Everyone remembers Contra, right? You go to level 2.
Yeah.
When you go level 2, you're going forward, right? And it has this animation of you walking, and it's kind of black, and then boom, you're in the next room. Not the arcade version. You have to turn left or right.
Yes.
No.
Like there's this whole other piece where you go to the edge, and then you're like, you want to go this way, right? And I had a very fun time.
All right, Michael B, I know you want to raise your hand and respond.
No, listen, Justin's entitled to his opinion. He's my friend, and I respect him for having a different opinion than the rest of the world.
I was just thinking, like, I don't know, I'm gonna do a stream, or like maybe I'll
You should
do
compare.
a video that's like we're gonna break down and I'm gonna show you the difference between the
I think
arcade.
that
It's
would
really
be a good
good.
video.
I played it on the Contra collection. It's very good. It's very good. But I have, if you're talking about what the nostalgia is definitely gonna be for the NES.
Yeah, I
version.
played that one as a kid for sure.
Is it better? I don't know.
I think it's objectively better, but maybe not subjectively better. Objectively,
I think
it's
that's fair.
richer graphics.
Well, graphically, it's better.
Yeah.
I'll give it that.
The one that sticks out for me is at Galloping Ghost, they have an original Crazy Climber arcade. And Crazy Climber is just a game that I've played with twin sticks on like At Games and other devices via emulation.
Piracy.
And although you can play the games those way, I mean, playing it on the original machine with the original joysticks and being in front of it and going up and down, up and down, up and down. I got hooked on it. And I played Crazy Climber for 20, 30 minutes. Like I really, really I never knew I was that big of a Crazy Climber fan. I just couldn't stop, going.
Do you feel more honest playing it that way?
Yeah, I feel a little more honest. But I can't wait to get home and roll around with my dirty multicades. Yeah. But yeah, Crazy Climber was really knocked my socks off. And of course they had the Cubert cans there,
well,
which
when
gave
you
me-
knocked your socks off, how did you feel? Did you scream?
yeah.
He
show off
wasn't
your
assembling a
toes?
cabinet. So
I
he's
do
fine.
have a
He's
problem with feet.
I honestly bought socks and wore shoes, and I am a absolute sandal guy just for this guy, so he would feel comfortable.
Did we get another super chat?
fine. I think we
Zohar, you didn't have
no.
to do that,
Oh,
brother.
no, and that's not
See,
my foot.
if Zohar
It's not my
didn't
foot.
super chat, he could have just
Yes.
flew out of here with all
Yeah.
the money. And super
See,
chat.
exactly.
I did, just so
Oh,
you
there we
guys
go.
know, I did message Zohar. It was either last night or the night before. I said, hey, man, we're here. We're all hanging out. And when I look around this group, I feel like we're missing a couple of people.
Yeah.
And I want you to know you're one of them. It would be nice.
So
if
we
you were
did
here.
call Zohar
Yeah.
while we were at the IARC event, and he answered, Mike,
Butt ass naked.
And there we are.
So
no joke.
And there.
it would have
He
been
was like, I can't come on the phone right now. I'm naked.
Um,
We're like, it's totally cool.
And I think Zohar would have been allowed to every place we went to except for IRK. They probably wouldn't have let him in.
I'm
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
They had a cage outside for him. So.
I'm just kidding.
And
I'm
we
just
did a
kidding.
super
That would be
chat.
fine. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Gentlemen, some decorum.
I apologize. $20 super chat. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Zohar. I think you all come together like this is inspiring. Collabs like this should always be a top priority for content creators. It not only becomes more entertaining for viewers, it allows for more creativity to happen.
May I say something? That was not a super chat from Console Fanboy. That was a super chat from Zohar.
Love you,
Oh,
Zohar.
thanks.
I love
Zo.
seeing you nude earlier.
Yes, and thank you for all the dick pics, Zohar. We
He said
greatly
he cried
appreciate
a
it.
little bit. There it is.
I cried a little.
I thought I saw some other great questions in there. Something
Yeah,
about
did
our
anybody
wives.
see a 720?
There was a
Yeah.
720.
I don't know if it was working.
It wasn't.
Alright.
It was like had a
Yeah.
red screen.
Oh.
Hey, Fox, what was your favorite game?
God, so you remember the tank game you and I played?
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
Assault?
something. Was it Assault?
Oh, Cyber Slide, the one you
Cyber
played
Slide.
against each other.
Yeah, Cyber Slide.
Yes, I know you like those.
That was
games.
that was
Assault
really
was cool. That was the smaller one, right?
That was a pretty cool. You and I were sitting there, and just that experience.
Yeah.
Something unique. You're not going to get at home.
Mhm.
That was. It's like one of those games you gravitate towards. It was actually really surprisingly fun. I enjoyed it. I love seeing the 6-player X-Men. It's just there's something about that. It is just a
It
gigantic
wasn't working.
cabinet.
It
Wasn't
kept on
working.
rebooting.
Yeah, it wasn't
That
working.
sucked.
We did get to play it later though.
Did it
Logan's.
stabilize?
No, I played it later in Logan's.
Oh,
Yeah, not Galloping. So that was a negative. But just so many the combination cabs were good. There was a Raiden 1/Raiden 2 combo cab, which that was
I
kind
didn't
of
spend enough
thinking.
time in a shmups area.
I'm like,
It was like
oh,
a hidden room.
There was
I
an
love how they categorized.
They
Yeah.
did. That's a great thing to
room
point out.
after room
There
after
were
room.
sections. There were rows.
What was that 4-player shooter, side-scrolling shooter we all played? Was it
Darius
Darius?
versus
Darius?
Darius birthday.
Yes,
that
I
was
missed
fun.
it.
That was fun.
Except for Michael, like his guy.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was his chick would move. Yeah, he was just stuck. He could only
I've
fly.
heard that's a problem with him in real
Well,
life.
it's something there's medicine,
He's a nice
medication.
He
guy.
could still fire, so
Yeah.
he's just stationary.
Yeah.
But what did it have? Like
His
3
porn
screens?
stats was amazing though, right? Real
That
confessions.
had
No,
What?
260 by 9s.
Why would you
Two
grow
wide
that?
screens. Did it have 3 60 by 9s?
yeah.
That was
I think
2
there was
60
two
by 9s.
scenes.
All right.
It was a lot of
We
screens.
just talked
A
aspect
lot
ratios.
going
We
on.
get to take a shot.
Yes,
Yes,
take a shot.
yes,
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 make ratios.
drink.
All right, B, what was yours?
I think my favorite one that I played, it's not the R360 because we all mostly got to do that.
Yeah,
That's a given.
we
I
have to, we
really-
eliminated that one. Yeah.
I really enjoyed Starblade when we found that cabinet in the last stream. Did you guys check that out?
No.
So
No.
Starblade was the one that we got into turn on the flashlight.
Yes.
And so
Yes.
it's like this futuristic cockpit, but it had this what's that panel where it's like almost like a magnifying
Road
window?
Blasters sit down and
Yes.
like that. It's like
Yeah.
magnifying glass.
Yeah,
like
so
a
you
launch
look at
game
it,
or something.
it's like
Yeah.
a rail shooter game, and then it's a magnifying glass, and it has lighting effects,
So
and
it's kind of like Star Wars
shook.
Trilogy, right?
Yeah, it was really cool. It's a really unique cabinet too. I think Dragon Gamer says he has one, but I've never seen
really?
one in person,
That's cool.
and it was super unique. I
Well,
love
they
it.
also had your game that you want to
They
get.
did.
Which
They had
one
a
was that?
stun runner. So
They
the
had a
stun
stun
runner was
runner.
fun. I got the Strato stun runner again, which is really fun.
It's always
That's the only reason why I want it. So just,
You know
the
who
Strato
else?
stun.
like this. Fun.
Michael B.
Oh, I found this
Robotron.
really unique game that I never tried before. I think it would be a real hit if Arcade 1-Up recreated it. It's this game called Robotron 20.
Never heard of it.
It's so really, like,
Really?
honestly, I spent more
Super
time
rare.
playing that than anything else on the
Yeah.
show.
Really?
Every arcade I went to that had it, I played it. Galloping Ghost, I had it. I played really well. Pitbull laughed at me. He said, "Admit that you suck." LOL. And I did suck. I only got I think my top score was like around 45,000. So that was Galloping Ghost. Then Michael from IARC was like, they had a working Robotron 2084 at Replay. So we went to Replay.
What a
Oh,
great
yes.
experience
That
that
was
was.
horrible, but
Oh.
it was not a place for me. Like, I'm a 41-year-old
terrible.
man.
Yeah.
It's not the right place for me.
Pretty awesome.
They had some great games.
Yeah.
But
I left. I just turned around and I said, "Good luck with your fire trap, lesbians."
yeah, I gotta tell you, at Galloping Ghost they had the Robotron, and then one cabinet down from it they also had a Smash TV. I personally liked
I
Smash
had this-
TV way more than
You
Robotron.
son of a bitch.
And if Arcade 1-Up ever did a cabinet like this, it could be Smash TV, and you could add Robotron to that cabinet.
you son of a bitch.
Galloping Ghost had a
But the
great
Smash TV artwork and dude, that
cabinet.
Smash TV game was awesome.
It-
Like,
it's
that was
sick.
so cool. I had a lot of
That's
fun.
All right, so there's a question in the chat.
Yeah, what do we get?
What's the grade of the NFL Blitz? Now that you think they're talking about
Oh,
the cabinet
the
behind you.
cabinet? They may
Who's
have to
that?
specify. I'm
This?
assuming
This
they
thing?
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not going to give a grade because I don't think grades are realistic to give. But I will say that I played it. I had a lot of fun. I don't know how much fun I would have playing against a computer, playing with friends. I had a super time. I'm not big on the original
Yeah.
arcade, so I can't compare it. So someone that is would probably have.
You played by yourself this morning, right?
Yeah, I did. And what's funny is when I did that video a couple days ago on my channel where I was like, here's like my first impressions. We had just woken up, or I had just woken up. You guys were all still sleeping. It was
Oh, yeah.
like
You
7:30
woke me up,
a.m.
actually.
Yeah.
We were hungover. My voice was gone from screaming all night, playing Blitz and all that with you guys, right? So I'm trying to be quiet. My voice is gone. It's early in the morning. And I literally said in the video, the main question to ask yourself is, after experiencing this, am I going to cancel my pre-order? And I said, no, I'm not going to cancel my pre-order. I think the cabinet's a lot of fun and it's worth having and checking out. But then people were commenting in my video. They're like, I could tell by the tone in your voice, you hate this cabinet.
Oh.
And I'm hungover. My voice is gone. I'm trying not to wake up the other guys. Sorry about my tone of voice, guys.
Different microphone than
Yeah.
normal.
Yeah.
Different microphone than you normally hear me on. Yeah, I think it's a super fun cabinet. It does have opportunities for improvement, but it's not one I would say
Straight
don't
buy.
buy. Don't buy. You know what I mean? Like the Pac-Man 40th. Don't buy that piece of shit.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it this way. There's certain cabs that if you replace parts on it, there would be an improvement. An example is like the Yoga Flame. If you were to replace the marquee, you're probably not going to get much of an improvement. So it's like not worth it.
Yep.
On the NFL Blitz, if you start at the top, the marquee, you could get an improvement by replacing that marquee.
Absolutely.
It's not the worst, but it's not the best. So I almost don't want to say like Arcade 1-Up did it again. They screwed up the marquee. It's not that bad.
Oh,
It's weird because it's like, it looks, actually, did you have the IARC, the first version when the marquee was a little washed out?
yeah.
But then they fixed it, right?
Yeah. It looks
Is
like
that. Okay.
Yeah, it looks
So
just
it's at that
yeah.
level. Like
It's
it's like
matte instead of glossy.
Yeah.
livable, but not.
I will say
Yeah.
we saw a Blitz 99 cab today, and I gotta say the marquee on this is way
Oh,
That was smashed in.
Yeah, at that
That's
barcade
true.
we
Yeah.
went to, the Blitz marquee looked like it had been punched.
It looked
It
like
was
someone had
shattered.
rough sex with it and
It's-
then didn't call it the
I
next
didn't call
day.
the next day.
It's kind of like what I did to Fox in that
Yeah.
cab because I destroyed you pretty bad.
Let's move on to the next question.
So the other thing I want to mention is if you were to, now we didn't side by side compare the Blitz, but we did play Blitz, go to various places that had Blitz, three places I want to say.
Very common.
Yeah, they had him in
very
replay
common.
also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
The
played it in
club.
replay. We played a couple, I think we did an entire session there. And the difference that I can say of the actual game that you can notice is that 960p HD remaster, that's real. That's a real thing.
It's
If you
super
look at the
Yeah.
characters of this Blitz cabinet, you'll notice that the characters are very bright. There's a lot of high quality image from the characters that are moving on the screen. When you go look at Blitz, it's lower resolution. It like literally is. And the CRT does not forgive
Yeah.
that lower resolution, but the LCD on this with the higher resolution is great. And so if you look closely at the background, it kind of looks like a picture that's stretched. The characters look great.
I'm gonna bottle back.
All right, spin the bottle. It's gonna happen. All right, here we go. Ready?
Michael B. keeps-
Oh yeah!
It's been a great time.
All right, what's our next time?
What do we got now? What do we got now?
We got a $10 super chat from Sir Sega.
What do I all think about an Afterburner arcade 1-Up? I think they should totally do it. I think there's opportunity for it. I think people want it, but they can do it, but will they do it well? Will it, like, Afterburner's a unique shaped arcade too?
Even that, like, if you were to do the stand-up version, right, you couldn't really do it. Could you do a Tron stick? Or would you want it to actually, like, come out? I don't know. That metal that they would need to have.
You would have to have a joystick.
They
kind of
wouldn't
a
spend the money
45
on
or
it.
something. It'd
They
have
would
to
make
be
it out of
big.
plastic.
Yeah. I mean, it would have
Unless
to
someone
be,
else came out with a design right before it, and then they just ripped that
They would
off.
just then they'd be in good shape. They'd be fine.
I got him.
That was funny.
I think what else
Let
would
me
they
put
go
on
with
my
that?
tinfoil
I mean,
hat.
You'd have Afterburner 1 and 2. There's only a slight difference between 1 and 2, but I guess I could technically call
G-Lock? Is that the same board? or no?
G-Lock, Space Harrier. Would that work also? Same
Those
same
are all
kind of
Segas?
stick.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, Are they going to try to get away with just a flat control panel and a single joystick? They could try.
They can do
it,
those
but
3 games and then put Wrestle War on it.
and exactly, yes. And then it would be, it would be complete.
I-
I wish they would, but I don't know.
All right, there's a lot of questions in the chat about our IRK trip and our thoughts.
I think that brings us to today.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
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 Because we went to replay last night. There's not much of a story. to
Not
tell,
much of a story there.
except for a lot of grinding. That was a little awkward.
Yeah.
Not by us.
It was unwarranted. It was unprompted.
Michael.
Yeah. Michael did most of the grinding.
I just want to go in your room.
Stop it. Stop it.
This morning we had a couple good stops, right? We had what was the first place?
Emporium, Logan.
Yeah,
It was pretty good.
Square.
Logan was a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We pulled
Logo.
up thinking like this.
So
is
let me tell you about Logan
Yeah.
Arcade. So custom to our console kits did no. You did the Emporium one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the walk around.
Emporium
stream.
walk around
Yeah.
with that first one. I did a stream
yes.
that was focused on Logan Arcade, but
Yes.
the outside was a hardware store. It
Says
did
Logan's
not
Hardware, yeah.
look like an arcade, but when you go in, it just went
It was-
room. It was almost like a
Man,
mini
listen.
Galloping Ghost because there was different
It
hidden
was-
rooms and stuff. that was probably my favorite barcade
That
out
was
of any of
good.
the barcades that we went to.
That was good. That was really good.
Because Galloping Ghost is his own thing.
And the variety that they had there, they had the candy caps. They had a lot of good pinball games.
Yeah.
They had
candy
Yeah, it was really good. They had Blast City, they had Seiko
And they had
Astro
them
City.
linked.
They were all linked. Yeah, I played Moat, got destroyed again. Seems to be a
Yeah.
thing. But that was really, really fun. And if you're interested in that form factor at all, it's a great experience to just sit down a game like that. Just have the sort of control in your lap. That was awesome.
And before we get back into like IARC, because that's the most recent thing, we played a lot of pinball this weekend.
Yeah.
Many of us
Yeah.
like were experiencing pinballs that we haven't played that we've been
Yes.
wanting to on our bucket list, and like
Yes.
so many places.
I'm
Galloping
changing
Ghost
around.
pinball. So let's go
Really?
around, and somebody asked
Oh,
in
yeah.
chat earlier, what was the favorite pinball that you played this weekend?
You
Everybody's
need to go
gonna go.
first.
Yeah.
So I still play Godzilla a lot. I really like Godzilla. I got to live out a lifelong fantasy and play Freddy and Nightmare on Elm Street pinball yesterday at
Yeah.
Galloping Ghost pinball. But today I got to experience a couple new pinballs I haven't tried yet. I got to try the new Stranger Things, and that is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Rule set is very similar to me, it seems like, and I'm a pinball novice, to Attack from Mars. There's a whole purpose of trying to get up the middle and then beat the Demigorgon, which is amazing.
Just like trying to get into his face.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to. But the thing was, B wanted me to go in his mouth, but I'm used to putting it on the face, so I couldn't do it.
Now what can you do? You
He's
gotta
trying to
change
get
up.
it into
You
the
gotta
hole.
go with what-
He was used
Yeah.
to saying, like, I was telling him, get it into the hole. He was having trouble finding the hole.
I really, really liked the Galloping Ghost pinball building. It's a separate building from
Yeah.
the arcade.
Yeah.
Much smaller. They have maybe 25, 30 pinballs in there
Yeah.
at the most. And I actually enjoyed my time there more than the big arcade because it was so less overwhelming. You know what I mean? Easy.
Yeah.
And the lineup they had there was fantastic, like the whole Pinbot series, the whole Elvira series. But I got to check out Cubert's Quest Pinball, which is an old ass pinball game. Hasn't aged well. But still, for me,
Yeah.
it just made me smile playing it because of my big Cuber fetish. But they also had in there, they had my Elvira Scared Stiff, which
I'm finishing.
I got excited.
I don't think you know what I mean.
I'm trying.
think
I'm
what
trying.
it
I'm
means
trying
when you
to
think it
keep
means
using the
it's
word. I'm trying to keep things going here. I'm trying to keep things going. Oh, and then, but they had Revenge from Mars, and I love Revenge from Mars.
So is that your
And
top one that you like?
yeah,
Because you named
and
3 ones.
yeah. So that was it for me, guys. Yeah, such a good time.
All right, Fox. So Fox is a fun pinball player. I discovered he's almost like a bit of a
A
Michael
child.
B.
A little
He
child.
was double flipping
I
every
was-
single time
I
he
was
was
getting-
playing. So
I
it
don't
was
do
excited.
that
I
anymore.
know you don't,
It's good.
but
It's
people
getting
gave you
excited.
so much crap
Yeah.
when you were playing, and you'd be like, plap, 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 and that was Fox
That was
playing
yeah.
pinball.
that was me. It was
so
cute.
have you
It was
not
cute.
played a lot of like real mechanical? pinball?
Not much, not
Okay.
much. But God, man, the exposure I got this week was pretty amazing.
Pinball's
Something else.
amazing, right?
It's really fun. What's my favorite of
Did
all the
you
ones
fall in love
I
with any
played?
tables at all?
I
Or?
played a bunch. I played the old Spy Hunter with the weird flippers, but
RoboCop days.
probably RoboCop was pretty good, but I gotta go with probably Ghostbusters. I think was
Oh,
pretty
Ghostbusters,
cool.
yeah,
it
that
was
was
really fun.
That was really
Yeah.
fun. That was
Yeah.
really neat, and I got pretty good at it.
What was the first barcade we went to today? Was that Logan?
Logan.
Emporium.
Emporium.
Yeah, so
Emporium was fun.
at Emporium, I set a top 5 score in Ghostbusters.
He did. He had a
Nice.
great game. It was
Nice.
crazy.
Nice.
I scored like a 400 million point game, so
Yeah.
I got the
Nice.
my
Very
initials
nice.
dub are on that pinball machine
Nice.
right
It's
now.
always good to get Grand Theft Auto.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so I played several pinball machines. I was mostly focusing on things that were purchasable, like from Stern.
Yeah.
I don't have any plan on buying anything used. I'm going to buy something new. So I've been testing them out, and I'm all over the place now, guys. I need some help because I think I've only played the Jurassic Park Premium now because I've been playing 2 different Jurassic Parks in Iowa, and they are different. But the one we played today at Logan was premium edition, very clear,
Oh,
and it
wow.
blew me away.
Yeah,
So
there you
then
go.
I went from Galloping Ghost liking Godzilla, which was a premium. I'm like, oh my god, this is so much better.
And it's good. It's good.
So then I played the premium Jurassic Park, which is the one I was thinking of buying, and I'm like, oh my god, this is better. Now I'm like more falling in love with that again. But then I know I've only been playing the Mandalorian Pro up to this point, and I had my first chance of playing the Mandalorian Premium, and now that one's in the running.
Yeah.
Like straight
All right,
up.
so you got. I see a future Sunday show for console kids that will be discussing the ins and outs of all of these pinball machines, so
Yeah,
that
I
you
don't
can make your
want to.
decision. It's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
They're all good games, And for me, I hate Star Wars Pinball. It's a terrible game, but no. So I don't.
You're not
I'm
talking
kidding.
about
I'm
Mandalorian,
kidding.
right?
No, the Star Wars.
Talking about the Star
It was
Wars.
my very first time ever running into a Star Wars premium because everywhere I go that's commercial,
You gonna bring up
there were
Console
Star
Fanboy
Wars
Super Chat
Pros.
before we lose it?
and I've always wanted to play the premium to be able to get the ramp and like test out the
Yeah,
differences
yeah.
between everything. And there's this hyperloop shot with the ramps, and I just wasn't able to hit it because it was so hard. So I wasted all my money playing premium, and it's a really hard game. So
It's a super chat there from Console Fanboy, $9.99. I think when One-Up announces Time Crisis, IARC won't have much to offer. It's not like they can get Virtual Cop or House of the Dead series. One-Up has all the licenses, the ones that count at least. That's a fair criticism that you have, but not everybody thinks that way. Not everybody thinks the same thing. Like, these are apples and oranges products. People are just excited that there's a different option for IARC. They might not be able to get the games you said, but I think people are pretty excited with the game they announced tonight.
Yeah, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
Fast
Let's do it.
forward to, I think pinball is over, right? Everyone.
Yeah.
So IARC event, there's so much things that happened. We all got to hang out with John
Yep.
and Michael. There was a lot of new people that we met, some people that we're familiar with that we got to like hang out with. So of course, all of this, probably more about the people. We played a lot of games, but we had a lot of fun together.
Yep.
We were at a party. We enjoyed a lot of friendships. We built friendships. We fell in love. All that great stuff. What was your favorite part, Michael?
Actually, my favorite part was I've talked about it before. I've got a buddy named Mike Dalton back in Newfoundland, and I was determined that while we were on the trip, I wanted to introduce him to a couple of you guys. But tonight was the big night because I got to introduce him to Michael and John for the first time, get them on camera, so you got to talk to them, and that really made me happy. John actually took the time just for me, and Mike Dalton brought us into this room and took Mike Dalton on the phone and showed him the museum for the Arcade Library. So that was the top moment for me. I know it sounds stupid, but
No, it's not stupid.
That's awesome.
That's great. Okay, what's your
Yeah.
next favorite moment?
when I
When I
went,
won the thing.
yeah, that was the best.
All right, I think we should talk a little bit more about it. How do we open this up?
there's a lot of chatter happening in the chat right now. People that are talking about Operation Wolf and maybe their less excitement. It was actually, I mean, Dubs, you hosted a big stream with a big community there. Did you get a sense from the viewership if it was torn from people being happy and excited, or
I think
disappointed at the same time?
I think the overall after watching the replay as well as being there, I think the overall excitement is high. I think there's a lot of confusion on how this is all going to play out between
Yeah.
first generation cabinet owners, gold edition cabinet owners. Glenn's Retro Show and iArcade said they're committed to leaving no owner left behind, that they're going to make these games accessible for everyone.
No homeowner?
Stop. So the point is people just need to be patient. Let these guys, today was just the announcement. The details are coming. I'm pretty sure Friday on game days, they'll dive into it further. Maybe we'll get prices. Maybe we'll get release dates. I'm sure Michael will explain the technology behind the thing. I think people just need to be patient. Today was just all about fun. Like, hey guys, we got something cool coming.
Yeah.
And what they
Get
confirmed though,
excited.
this coming Friday is going to be
Yeah.
changed to Stash Days, and we're going to shave
Mustache
his
Days,
mustache
yeah.
live
So
on
I'm so mad he
Stash
wouldn't
Days.
let us
yeah,
do
so
that.
I think overall what I saw is the community's excited, but obviously there's confusion and we have a lot of questions that need answered, which is very fair. So we'll hopefully get all those answers this week or next week or whatever.
I would like to talk about something that probably nobody knows about that happened at the IARC. Like, there's obvious like information. It was like 4 or 5 announcements, right?
Yeah.
But there's something that they don't know about. Like, here's my story, and you can tell your story, right? It's a couple years ago. I was at CES, and IARC was there, right?
Yeah.
And I remember this vividly. Like, I'd watched the video that's helped like me remember things that happened before that video when I was with Ralph. When we first got to that booth, CES 2020, there's this guy, Scott, right? He's the one that owns the marketing company that Arcade uses for all their,
Told you.
the really tall guy, right?
Yeah, real tall
And he
guy.
was walking around. This is in 2020. He was walking around, and Ralph and I were there, and we were like, should we go talk to him? He's the person we're supposed to meet up with. And we didn't. We ended up talking to John. And I never really met that guy. Never met Scott. Tonight, I hung out with Scott. For like 30 minutes, we're talking about life. We're talking about where he's from.
Yeah.
Scott's a really cool dude.
Yeah.
Right. And then I got to hang out with Colin. You know, we've seen him on the
Colin's
stream
awesome.
a lot.
Yeah.
Just an awesome guy. And people are asking,
in real
like,
life.
how
It's
are
not
they-
just in a box.
What's that?
I said he's just not in a box.
So I've met Colin twice at 2 of these Game and Brews. Each time I've met Colin, he's been inebriated. I haven't met a sober Colin yet. So for now, Colin's the party.
So, fun story.
He's the party.
Fun story. When I started talking to Colin originally, he noticed in my videos I had like this Alpine Lager light in my arcade, and I had like Sam Adams poster. So he starts talking. He's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, my buddy works for Moosehead. He got it for me." He said, "Moosehead, I know so much about Moosehead," and we ended up finding out Colin was actually in a commercial for Moosehead beer in Canada in the 1980s, and he actually sent me a clip of the commercial.
way.
It's amazing.
That's cool.
There was a super chat I don't want to miss from Sir Sega, $10. I don't know if you can still see it. Arcade one up, hashtag free Qbert,
Free
100%. You're an arcade company. If you don't think you can sell Qbert, close up shop.
There's a problem.
I agree with that. I agree with that statement.
All right, so the Operation Wolf, while it is a tremendous get, there was I did sense when I did the follow-up stream kind of after the announcement that there was a disappointment from the Gen 1 owners. I think some of them, once they found out that the peripherals, there's no Bluetooth light gun on the market currently the way that the peripherals are designed to work with Gen 1. So what they said was there's going to be third-party folks like a Sinden company or any other light gun that can create products for the open platform. John said it best. He said he created a playground that he wants other people to create products that they can sell on the side. But many of the Gen 1 owners in the live chats that I saw were disappointed that they might not be able to get that same experience. So there was less excitement for them because there's a small percentage of people that can use the Sindens in the current state.
Not immediately. Not immediately, but does that mean it's never going to happen?
Correct.
No.
Yeah, to date, right? So I mean, we're just trying to be real with the current level of excitement. Keep that kind of expectation, but it was good. It was an option, right?
Well, I think like they talked about it. There's other options, and there are other ways to play these games. They might not be as good, but they can still be played with the trackball and buttons. A lot of us have played shooter games like that on the At Games Legends Ultimate. You can also play with the control stick. And I think, Dubs, we had a conversation about it out. I had a really good analogy that I can't share on air, but, you know.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah, that's not
TV
appropriate.
It's not TV appropriate. But yeah, I mean. And
What are you talking about? Stop it.
And of course, there are additional light gun games coming. This is just the first one that they announced today. I'm sure you guys are going to see some more very soon.
Oh my God.
Pretty exciting.
Can you imagine if they got Operation Wolf? They might have Operation Thunderbolt.
Yeah. So what's interesting too is Operation Wolf is a 1-player shooting game. So that's why we didn't get to see any 2-player action. But if they release Operation Thunderbolt or other games that are 2-player gun games, Michael and Jong were telling me you can plug 2 Sindens into the USB ports and you can play 2-player action. So that's exciting to hear as well. There will be 2-player co-op gun games coming in the future. So.
I mean, it's impossible. You can't understate the fact that this is a big get. Not just the game, but the fact that, hey, here it is. Sinden technology is here. The gun is, it can be used. It's one game, but the potential that we all sort of saw, and one of the reasons why we invested in the product, has been realized. So you can't negate that. You can't poo-poo that fact.
I think it's the perfect title to announce as the
first
title.
I think so.
Light gun game.
And it's safe to say that more light guns are coming, but it's something different, you know.
So the funny thing about the announcements is that all weekend long we had been like somewhat playing around and trying to guess what the announcement would be. Like, well, every time we walk by an Operation Wolf, we'd be like, "Hey, this could be it. What do you think?" Oh, it could be like we were joking.
I think it's in one of the live streams. I took Michael with me, and I was like,
"What about this
play?
Let's
play it together."
And
he just looked at me, and he was very he didn't give me the.
That guy
wink, wink,
is a rock. He wouldn't. We got him drunk.
We tried.
He wouldn't reveal.
He was
anything.
incredibly intoxicated.
He wouldn't
Nothing.
Yeah, he's really good. Except for when we tried to keep asking people, and Justin has a very sneaky way of trying to confirm people into saying things.
That's right. Yeah, right. I did. Get information out of Scott.
Sorry.
Before the announcement.
Yeah. So sorry, guys. There's a super chat if you just want to bring it up.
It's your show.
Down. All right. All right.
From my buddy Goofyfoot, who is not blocked.
Hey, look at that. Look at that.
Console Kids, why am I just finding out you have more IARC cabs than anyone here?
I own more arcade 1-ups, At Games, IARcade, Home Arcade, physical arcades than You own more IRKs than me, but I own more than anyone here, right? I live in the middle of nowhere, and it gives me a larger home because it's inexpensive to live in Des Moines, and so I just keep collecting and I never sell. So I have an IRK Gold, and I'm also, why would I sell the IRK? Especially when today they announced they can do home network game.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
It's another thing.
saying. They're just adding a lot more features to the set.
But he
trying to
asked,
give you more value.
why am I just finding it out?
Yeah.
Because I don't talk about everything that I game.
Mm-hmm.
No offense to anyone else. Like it's just like I don't talk about everything. It's not a choice. I don't know.
Like one thing
I never get around to talking to about
one
it.
thing he won't talk about is what goes on in his room. And we're
I'm the only person in here that locks his door. And
I
again,
wanna know.
I don't want my eyebrows shaved, okay?
My door's wide open.
So much fun. Yeah.
So it is the
so much
four-player
fun.
functionality now with two.
Yeah.
With you have 2 IRKs you can play, 4-player games. That's
Well,
that's a good thing.
with how many arcades do you have, P-dubs?
Right now I just have 2.
Let's see if you had a third.
If
Would you be able to?
I'd be at-
connect
I'd be at-
3.
I'd be at 4 now if I didn't sell the other 2. So
You had 3.
But their ability to link multiple cabs is not limited to just 2. It can
Yeah.
be
So if
3.
you think about it, like games like
X-Men 6-player.
or like beach
Confirmed.
buggy racing,
Yeah.
like you could like have 2 cabinets
Oh my god,
linked up
your buddy Mike
and play.
Oh,
must be
yeah.
flipping
He can-
out.
yeah.
right
Flipping
now.
out.
He can play a
It makes
65-person game.
I know. We could. If Queen Bee ever came to the IARC, right? Killer Bee, that 10-player arcade game,
Oh yeah.
He'd be set.
that would be crazy.
That'd be
Thank you very much for the super chat, Goofy Foot. I appreciate it,
Yeah.
brother.
All right. So Garage Gamer says, "Are you guys gonna play Truth or Dare?" We
Oh my
had
God.
joked about doing
Thought
a
about that.
version
Yeah.
Thought about
of
that.
Truth or Dare
did.
tonight, but yeah. Are there any truths or dares anybody would have for
Oh,
each
there's a
other?
lot of dares.
There's a lot of
Lot
I
of
dare
dares.
console kids to shave his eyebrows.
Okay, wait.
Oh.
But that's
Truth.
not how the game works.
That way he'll
Yeah,
leave his
You
door
try to
unlocked at
ask
night.
me a question that I would
That would
rather
answer.
say dare to.
Yeah. Mm,
That's a dangerous game.
it is.
I
It
think
is
we should do it.
dangerous. Let us know in the chat.
Wait,
if you
raise
have
your
some
hand
good
if you're into the
questions.
truth or dare.
Yeah.
Give me ones in the chat
Yeah.
when we want to do truth or dare.
Once.
I don't
Yeah.
want to do truth or
Let us know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Let us
Nooner.
know.
What is Lunar saying?
What'd you say?
He's
I'm
yawning.
yawning.
Are you getting tired?
Oh,
Come on.
185.
It's
days.
early.
Yeah, we
I'm
need
gonna
to
die
go
on the strip.
You're gonna die. Don't die. Go
I do-
dying on
I
me.
do
Wake
want to
up,
just
bro.
reiterate kind of my first experience playing the gun because I played with
Yes.
this before
Yeah.
and I don't know how everybody else played it, but I was excited to play
Yeah,
it.
it
My
sucked.
very first experience, I'm gonna say it straight
Yeah.
out, it was
Horrible.
bad because the calibration was not set
It
up.
wasn't that.
And it lost its calibration over time because you
Yeah.
had to reset it. When you
Yeah.
first played it, it was off as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had it ready for the event, but obviously it's
Not
not
optimal.
Ready for
ready,
prime
Yeah.
time.
ready for
Maybe not
prime
yet.
time.
But
So,
I wasn't embarrassed by it. I was
no.
like,
Oh
You got
my
used to
God.
it.
You
once
just had to. Yeah.
once
Yeah.
it was calibrated,
Pretty
like
simple.
it was
I
like
understand.
every person had to go up and calibrate it, and once you calibrated it,
Yeah.
it worked fine.
Yeah.
Also, people were asking about recoil. The Sinden guns that they had us using did not have the recoil built in. However, the recoil is in the firmware for the Sinden. So when they do the next firmware update that activates the gun capabilities on your cabinets, the recoil feature will be built in. So if you have a recoil gun, it will work. And that's going to be really cool.
Good.
It's just the 2 guns they had there for demo purposes didn't even have the recoil feature built into them. So,
So, anyways,
yeah.
it was a wonderful weekend. We had so much fun doing all this stuff. But I think what people want to know is, what do we think of each other?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
is that where the real truth in
that's
there
what-
Yeah.
we
comes
gotta
out?
be honest
All
now.
right.
We gotta be
All right.
truthful.
All right, so we can do something
All
called
right.
an affirmation circle.
Okay.
All right, so
What
the
is
affirmation circle.
is this what you learned from
There's
your
people
HR
watching.
training?
No, it's just something that I used to do like in a camp setting. If you
Okay.
couldn't tell, I'm a bit of a camp
That's a,
counselor. I
that's
like
a
to
private
coordinate
thing.
things.
Where's the campfire?
Yo, so all of us right now, we select one person, and then each of us will say something about that person
Okay.
that that we want to, whatever you want, affirmation, whatever, something.
What
you
if we
learn.
don't want them to say that?
But it's okay. No, and then you just have to sit
Dare.
and listen, and then the next person will go,
Time
and
for a
then
smoke
sort
break.
of so that way. So
Whoever's
who would like to
free.
go first and be the first person? All right, Mike.
I believe tonight, after talking to Fox and trying to get him to go to the strip club, he's a dark.
All right, so Fox, you are now the center of the affirmation circle, and each one of us will get
This is
to
incredibly
express
unfortunate for me.
something about
So
that we learned about Fox and
So
an
great.
interaction that we liked or anything else. So,
Okay.
Justin, what do you think about meeting Fox for the second time in
Where's
person
my
now?
drink?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, here's what you have to understand about Fox.
Uh-oh.
Out of all of the people that are here, Fox is Fox. He is okay. So you get in a conversation with Fox about anything, and you're watching his podcast. It's just I'm here telling you
What do you
about
think
that thing.
about this. Hey guys,
It's just
how are you?
he's always Fox.
Yeah.
And I love you for that, man.
He's always-
And I love you.
He's always-
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yes, I am who I am. I'm just that guy. Yeah.
Like even right now, like you're doing like a little voice that's just
I can't help it.
He did it! Best
Told
Jim
you
Carrey I've
to do
seen.
it.
Yeah, it's been really gracious meeting Fox, and just really a team player, I would say.
Yeah.
In general, like he went out and got groceries for us, asked what we could do to
We
pick
have
it up.
to eat. We have
But
to eat.
yeah, but even before
Drink.
we were gonna
Let's
go
drink.
to Valparaiso, I finally said it correctly.
Valparaiso.
He was gonna drive out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because he drove
It's like
here,
on the
and,
way, yeah.
and then he made it possible for even to make that trip, because if all of us were flying in, this wouldn't have happened. So he will be taking that. So it just goes to show that you're really a true team player.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, and then you do little things, and
Stop.
it's
Let's talk
been,
about
it's been
something
natural.
So,
Yeah.
opportunities for improvement for 19K Fox. Where do I begin? His T-shirts are the smallest T-shirts in the house.
Yes.
What are they?
yeah.
Medium?
Medium.
He also makes
They
his
lift
own
and
t-shirts.
tuck.
All
Yeah.
the
Like,
t-shirts.
literally-
I can't not.
He has his own Teespring account.
Yeah.
He's his biggest customer.
It's,
Yeah,
I
like-
buy my own stuff.
Like literally, when I
Yeah.
saw him unpacking his shirts, I thought his son was with us. I was like, "Whose are these
I
shirts?"
buy
for?"
them for Kindle, and I just stretch them.
Fox is a great husband, great father, great friend, very talented up and coming content creator.
No, he's not up and coming. He's already coming.
Because when you get older, it
Yeah.
happens.
and Fox has been just so supportive of everybody since we've been here. He's always like, how you doing, man? How you doing? He's just
I do care how you're doing.
he's there for you, And if you do ask him a question, he will talk to you.
Hey, guys. Like and subscribe.
And I'm pretty bad at that. He's worse. He's way worse.
I'm pretty bad. Yeah, I'm pretty bad. I get excited.
So Robert Foxworth.
Let me dox
I
him.
gotta move again. Damn it.
Yeah.
I don't have anything to say. He's such a good guy. Like I love meeting him. Wonderful dude. Check him out.
Check him out.
I think-
on the YouTubes.
And
I
we all have to do is an outro, and we will see you
Next time.
next time.
But we're not
Next
leaving
time.
yet.
Oh, not yet.
No,
I'm
yeah,
saying,
we're
I'm
just
just
doing
doing-
the
we're
show.
just doing
It's
that
a
one.
thing. That
All right.
thing.
Wait, can we talk about nostalgia now?
Yeah.
Yes, just kill. Yes.
Yeah.
I think the five of us
Yes.
could sum it up in 3 words.
Yeah.
Nostalgia is a
Great
Piece
guy.
of shit.
He broke
Fox.
character.
I thought I didn't. Sorry, I didn't.
nostalgia is
Sorry.
a
I
wonderful
thought we were
human.
going to say the thing. I didn't know.
Wonderful.
We didn't prepare that beforehand.
Wonderful human being.
Yeah, Kevin, I'm still sore from Michael tackling me. So,
Yeah.
Took a long time to get
All right, let's talk about Michael B.
Okay.
oh,
All right, yes.
Mhm.
Console Kids. What do you think about meeting Michael B?
Michael B. Nobody.
because I just realized what I'm going to say about Mike.
Oh, no.
All right, let's save Mike for last because this is his channel.
Okay.
All right,
Ooh,
now let's
that's
do
a
that.
good-
We
yeah,
can think
yeah,
about
yeah.
that.
Think
All right,
about
Dubs.
that.
Dubs.
What about me?
You
about you?
are in the affirmation circle. You have to be center.
You are
I'm
center.
centered.
You are
Yes.
front and
Okay,
center.
so I just sit
All right.
still.
And you said,
So then I go.
and then we all take turns.
Here we go.
All right. So here's a life lesson that I learned. P-Dubs is a piece of crap. That's what I thought for many years.
Yeah.
And then here I am at a White Castle. A homeless man comes in, and the ladies bang on the wall and say, "Get out of here." So the homeless man leaves. We all sit down to eat, order too much food. Homeless man comes back in, and I said, "They don't want you here. You should leave." And P-Dub says, "Here's a burger." P-Dubs is a good dude.
And that's a real story.
That happened. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did order too much food. I'm not that nice of him. Thank you.
But so I mean, I did learn that his eyes are bigger than his stomach.
Absolutely.
Right.
Yeah, but he's very true.
But he's very true to that. But so Dubs definitely has I've also really learned that you're quick to react, but once you get time to kind of think through things and kind of mellow out, like sometimes I worry about your initial reaction to things. Just like personally, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm worried about this because I'm worried about how P-Dubs will react. Because I've seen you sometimes, and you say yourself, sometimes you just said, hey, I have a grumpy day. Yeah. But I've learned that like once you get past, you can kind of get past knowing when you're in that grumpy space and that mood space.
I am that grumpy old man.
But no, but like, so it's a genuine reaction, but it's not like that. You can't just judge specifically on that because you're so much deeper. Like what console kids.
You should do all your shows in the morning. Super Game Room dude should be in the morning because we learned.
Yeah.
This guy's
he's a morning person.
He's a morning person. Yeah.
Yeah, because when he's ready to go, he's ready to go.
That's
like,
why some of your videos that come out at noon are so good.
Yeah, you're killing it.
The early
so
recordings are on fire.
Because those are recorded at 10 a.m.
Yeah.
And then they release it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
good.
So he's deeper. He's deeper than the initial reaction.
Yeah. I'm deeper.
Yeah.
Like a puddle.
Yeah.
Oh.
Listen, a morning person. I'm a morning person after I've had my coffee. P-Dubs is on. He's like, listen, let's go, guys. And you can see he comes in, energetic. He's the guy that is happy to have P-Dubs take a picture with me, throughout the day. Throw his arm around and say, hey, Fox, I'm glad you're here. I'm having a great time. An incredibly encouraging person. Just what did I miss now?
Soggy kid.
That you win comment of the night.
All right, you guys.
You win. Soggy kid.
That's it.
You win.
We don't want you here.
We don't want you here.
Get out of
You need to leave.
You need to leave.
Give her thought.
That's what just like Justin. Right? You need to leave. And he walked away with his banana.
All right. Well, thank you, Fox.
Right.
Fox says he likes taking his picture with me.
I like the fact that listen, this is a person. Yes. Hey, how you doing?
Okay, good.
No, I think that for somebody like him, YouTube status and all that is a thing to some people. It's really not with P-Dubs. I think when he sees somebody that he likes, he's going to let you know, and he's going to be there, be supportive. And I see it, I feel it, and it's been just absolutely a pleasure to hang out with this guy for a few days. It's been awesome.
I am the mayor.
You are the mayor.
You got anything you want to say about me, Mike?
He's a bit of a curmudgeon. So he gets crooked so much. And sometimes you really got to talk him down off the ledge and be like, listen, man, let's just go have a good time. But once you do, it's a blast. He's told me so many times this weekend he loves me. I don't know how to feel about it, but I think I love him.
Yeah, I think that comes from like we're tired, we're sore, we're sweating like pigs, and B Kong's like, let's go, just one more barcade, just one more barcade, right? And then we're like, okay, let's go. He's like, oh, it's only 5 blocks. Let's walk there. And I'm sitting here, I'm the old man going, are you fucking kidding me? Like, let's go. We got someplace to be.
Baby.
But once we get there, have a great time. And I'm like, I'm the first person out the door going, I'm so glad we went. That was so much fun.
Like at replay last night.
Not okay, we're off me now. Who's next?
But you know what's really cute is that when you guys are looking at each other, the way that the camera looks, it's like it's almost like you guys are smooching. Can you guys look at each other? Look at him. Oh, look at that. Oh my goodness. All right. Console kids.
All right.
Let's do that.
So about me.
Yes.
Let me tell you about me.
Self-reflection. I'll start because I got to spend extra time with Justin.
That's right.
And I'm one of those people that I love it when things kind of fall into place. And like a lot of things this weekend just fell into place. And it started with thinking about doing a road trip. And at first I was like, I'm worried. I think I just need to get the rental car and go. And I was going to ditch Justin at the airport and say, hey, you take care of the Airbnb. I'll take care of the Blitz. Right. But it worked out that as soon as I got the rental car, Justin called me and said, I just got off my plane. And as soon as I got into the car, he called me. So it's like one of those fate things where it's like, let's make this road trip. I get to road trip with console kids to Valparaiso, Indiana. And we talked about a lot of things, and like I got to know a great side of Justin that I hadn't seen. You know, the kind of the ins and outs. You took a break from YouTube, right? I mean, there's like some deep things that all of us have gone through as content creators.
Yeah.
But I've learned a lot through your experiences. So I just want to say that you being in this space, like it makes sense. You can do so much more, not only for your content, but like you help a lot of other content creators with other people too. So I've enjoyed the time with you, man. I really do.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate that.
So it's weird when you see another YouTuber wear your T-shirt on a live stream.
I heard this
that
last
was
night. It's awesome.
that was something that these guys. I was still am a small YouTuber. When these guys reach out, little comment here, little comment there, that's really cool. But Justin, on a live stream, I think it was your channel, I think, opens up the hoodie, boom, 19K Fox is cool. I bought his shirt. And that was just the beginning of the way that he would share with me, encourage me, contact me, really reach out and made me feel incredibly welcome. He's also the guy when you're driving around town will ask you deep questions you weren't prepared for. Huh? But I think
makes you open up.
But it's like he really, I think he wants to get like, what are you thinking? Why do you feel this way? What's your favorite game? Which one would you, if you had one game you could take from Galloping Ghost? And these are the conversations that we have. So I get the sense that that's somebody who really wants to get to know you personally, and to me, that makes a big impression. And so that's Justin in a nutshell.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. So areas for improvement.
All right.
Opportunities.
Let's talk about opportunities for improvement.
There you go. You really got to change this up.
All right. So, whatchamacallit? So, I've been doing YouTube now for 3 years as of this December. And the first year and a half, almost 2 years, I thought Justin Console was a piece of shit. Like, I literally called him console shits instead of console kids.
God, that's incredibly horrible.
Or console tits.
One of the
Or
two
console
is fine.
shits.
So what
But-
point do we get to when it's nice?
I'm getting there. I'm
so
getting
remember, he's
I'm getting there.
snappy.
I'm
You
getting
have to
there.
get past the snappy.
I'm getting there.
That's the snappy.
So Justin and I were more like, you hang in this circle, I hang in this circle. So our circles don't mix. So we're never going to collaborate or talk. But once we broke down those barriers and got to know each other, true, Justin and I are very competitive with each other, but we also learn from each other and teach each other things and whatchamacallit. And what I've discovered is Justin is just a really good dude. Really good dude. And now I'm proud to call him a friend. I'll support him. I got his back and all that stuff. And whatchamacallit. He's sometimes you assume people are crap, but once you get to know them, you realize how amazing they are. And Justin Console Kids is an amazing dude. So that's what I got to say about him.
All right.
So Justin, obviously I first saw him like a lot of people did on One Up Weekly, and I watched Justin's Star Wars review probably 100 times before I bought my Star Wars cab. But if Justin or anybody else,
I know.
so if Justin, I haven't done it yet for B and Fox, but P-Dub's got it, and Justin would have got it. I'll reach out to people and send out messages sometimes. And I remember I sent you a message, I think it was like Christmas Day or something, said, "Hey, want you to have a great Christmas. I hope we become better friends in the new year." And I felt at first Justin was a little standoffish. Like there was like a trust thing that it was like you thought we should run in different circles and stuff like that because of, I don't know, YouTube strife or whatever the hell it was. I've never really believed in that stuff. I was like, I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. So that's kind of how I acted. And eventually we did start to get to talk. And I'm glad that my first impression where I thought maybe you were a little standoffish and stuff like that turned out to be false, because you've become one of my best friends, not just online, but in real life. So he's okay.
And he gives really good reach arounds.
Except
Reach around.
Yeah.
The reach arounds are incredible.
All right. When Michael B gets into Justin's bedroom finally this night,
I'm
going
gonna find out all
magic
the
will happen.
magic.
It's
The
gonna be
magic will be so real.
incredibly uncomfortable.
All right.
It's nice to know that everyone thinks I'm a dick, but thank you.
No one said
No.
that.
I'm kidding. That was a joke.
You got to get past that. Okay, me and then Michael B.
Okay. Okay. All right. This guy right here. This guy right here is a freaking. He keeps you going. He keeps you motivated, focused. Let's go. Let's get to the next thing. That is exactly what this group of slackers needed. It is exactly what we needed. He is so proactive. I don't know that this would have come together if it wasn't for BCom. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. So motivated. Let's get the Airbnb. Let's go checking this, checking that. So excited to get us together, to get us motivated, to make sure that we had a great time. Because of my nature, I really, really, really respect that, and I'm appreciative of it because I don't know. We probably just sat here if it was up to me. I was like, I don't know. Maybe we'll go to a Galloping Ghost. I don't know. And that's somebody you need in your life to not just encourage you, but motivate you and get you going. And he's a little handsy, but we're I don't know. I'm just gonna accept it. We're not even gonna move past it. So, but no, I love this guy. Love this guy.
All right, so opportunities for improvement for me.
Here we go again.
So he is not as tall as everyone said he was
Not at
going to
all.
be.
Not at all.
Like I
That's a good point.
expected this.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
expected
point.
this
Good point.
Yao Ming
Yeah.
Asian giant to
Yeah.
be here.
Yeah.
And he's shorter than me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I'm 5'11" and a
That's the
half.
next,
Are
the next
you?
video.
Yeah.
The next video.
Um,
we're gonna measure.
almost
I know what's gonna happen.
But-
I'm 4'1".
Yeah.
I'm
But
huge for an Asian. Come on.
but
That's true. He's a
Yeah.
giant
all
Asian
kidding
man.
aside, like none of us brought our equipment with B brought everything.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's
There's like 18,000
B,
lights here. I
yeah.
can see into my
Yeah.
soul.
B-
Well, but we
B booked the Airbnb. B put it together our itinerary spreadsheet. B kept us on track. Like, guys, we got to leave in 30 minutes and get to the next place.
absolutely.
You know what I mean? And that work ethic shows not just in planning this trip, but the quality of his YouTube channel. That's why I've always supported him since he started. And I remember when you first started live streaming, we were telling you, like, B, the live stream, you seem nervous. You know what I mean? And now you watch B live stream and he's like a pro now, you know what I mean? Like, you know, and it's just watching you grow has been fun for me, you know, because I've been supporting this guy since day one. And I'm very excited for B and his channel. And you guys should subscribe to it.
Absolutely.
Check them out.
Great guy.
Yeah, check him out.
B's a great guy. Great
He's the
human being.
bee's knees.
He's the
The
bee's
bee's
knees.
Absolutely.
Your turn.
So first, when I started talking to B, first when we really started talking, I would always say really short answers to him and then send him a what's an eggplant emoji. And he was like, "You know what that means?"
I didn't know what it meant. It was so cryptic. If somebody kept sending you eggplant pictures and that's the only thing he would send you, I'm like, hey, Michael B, would you join me on a live stream to talk about Pie Packer? Sure. What? What am I supposed to think?
anyways, since this past year, we put together this group, this Illuminati, and we've been talking. Like, it's amazing how much I've come to know everybody better. Like, we had talks a long time ago. What you don't know about this is B is also, like, honestly, he's the glue. Like, people said he was the glue to bring this group together and what we did here. B is more than that. B's the glue sometimes trying to repair stuff in the community. It doesn't even need to be repaired. The first time we really talked, you reached out and said, would you be open to coming on a stream to try to bring people together and get everybody together? I was like, yeah. And then everybody else said, hell no. But, like, he's just awesome. He wants everybody to be
I
there.
remember that.
Everybody to have
I was
fun.
one of the people that said hell no.
You were one of the people that said hell no.
So, you know, B is such an integral part of the community. Like, people see him and they're like, man, he's such a big part of the community because mods and stuff like that. It's more than that.
Yeah.
It's so much more than
It's like that Meatloaf song.
Yeah.
When B reached out to us, he's like, would you guys do this stream for me? And we were like, we would do anything for you, B, but we won't do that. We will not do that stream with you, B.
But I won't do that.
But I won't do that.
Yeah, that was the same answer I pretty much got from everybody. I would do it for you, but then like two days later, I was like,
I'm out.
Can we talk about Michael B now? I gotta go with
Just,
B.
Oh, you gotta go still.
Just,
Alright.
just goes
So
for
B, all that same work ethic that B has towards organizing, he also has that in just playing games.
Yeah.
Like, I think he could beat all of us at any game we ever
He's
tried.
really good.
Let's
Very, very good. He's totally
Yeah.
player 8 on the
Really
Home
good.
Arcade Championship.
Yeah.
You don't know who I am.
I know you
You don't know who I am.
better than you fake it.
My wife says the same thing.
So then B also won't stop going live. He's also organizing
I know.
everything and going like,
Killing it.
I'm on live, which has been wonderful because I'm sitting here going like, I should have done that. And then the next one I was like, I'm gonna go live, and you helped me out with it. It was great.
B paid off his whole trip on the first stream he did.
Absolutely.
That was the goal. Thank you so much for the crazy
Yeah.
super chats, because it was an investment, just like to sidetrack and
Yeah.
say it wasn't worth the investment. It totally was. It made this trip worth it. So thank you for the community supporting that. But yeah.
That made the trip worth it, not the friendships that we'll have.
No,
forever.
no,
No,
the fact that
hell
I got
that.
my money
The
back
money.
from renting the car
The
made
money.
it actually worth it.
Yes.
Right? No, the little things.
So yeah, and driving to
Valparaiso.
That town in
Valparaiso.
Indiana.
Valparaiso.
It's funnier to pretend I don't know how to pronounce it. Anyway, so driving there was a lot of fun. You got to listen to me whine for a couple hours, and then a couple hours back we had Wendy's, and that Wendy's tasted so good
Yeah.
because we were walking around and all that. Anyway,
I'm so glad you have to go to a unique Chicago location.
We could have gone to Steak and Shake, but he's like, no, there's a Wendy's down the
So
street.
it's fine.
yeah, doing that live stream together actually was a lot of fun. I was thinking about that live stream, and I have a feeling we played off each other really well. Like, it was like I wouldn't have been. I've actually been in a Walmart, filmed several times, and put that on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I was always very like quiet,
Yeah.
and I'm going around
Yeah.
like. But when you came in, all like,
No.
all right, so we're here, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's on. I got
Yeah.
loud
I
too.
had to bring the energy. You
Yeah.
had to bring the energy.
Yeah.
Right. And then everyone started looking at us, and that's when I got scared. But I saw B, he's
'Cause
like
it's
still
Indiana.
being loud. So I'm like, I'll still be loud. And then everyone was smiling. They wanted to be on like TV or YouTube. I learned a lot from that. Like I come away thinking like, don't be nervous about things like that. Like just go, just do it.
I want to say another thing too, because
Yeah.
I've never really realized this before. B is so outgoing, and I guess it's a lot from your work experience and stuff like that. But he's so good at connecting people, talking to people, getting things set
absolutely.
up for people. Like that was amazing.
Yeah, we just walked up to
Yeah.
random strangers and
Yeah.
were like, so have you heard of Arcade One Up?
Huh?
I got used to rejection a lot, so you know,
Yeah.
I just
That's true.
I know how to get
Yeah.
rejected off. of it.
So like B, this is funny now. So B's talking to Doc Mack, trying to get us into Doc Mack, and he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna be there tomorrow. You're gonna be there." And he's like, "Totally. I love arcade people. You show up." And he's like, "Yeah, we're on our way to buy an arcade one up." Block slash delete.
Yeah. No
he didn't
response.
respond. After I
Nothing.
said we drove to Indiana for arguing a Blitz, he didn't respond after that. I was like, oh shit, did I just ruin our chances
You just-
for,
yeah.
for getting in
Yeah,
with Doc?
unfortunately,
But
yeah.
it,
One
it
last
worked
thing
out
to say
okay.
about B. We also got to see B very, very down on this trip. There was this moment where Michael B admitted or told his wife that B ordered a $10,000 pinball machine without telling her,
Always doxing people.
and B lost it. And he gave me an opportunity, which I really appreciate, to talk to his wife to explain how it's an investment, right? And I felt kind of like a
Yeah.
part of that.
I feel like I was a part of it too.
You were, you big asshole.
What do you mean you
I'm
feel
sorry.
like you were
I'm
part
gonna
of
say-
it?
I'm gonna call you exactly
your
what
fault.
I said 20 times. It was like, wow, you guys really love putting me on the spot live in front of YouTube. I've had some of the most awkward moments with my wife live in front of several hundred people. So,
Right.
yeah.
I did that last time, but it
Yeah.
was a little less because it was just a trip to Chicago. But
Oh.
see, mine didn't involve space.
Yeah.
It was just you had to leave the house for a couple of days, but
That's
you
true.
don't come between his
Yeah,
wife
yeah.
and space.
All right, let's move on to Michael B.
Yeah.
What about Michael B?
Well, there's
The Game Genie.
a critique right there.
Michael B, I learned this week, is the Belushi of our group. Like, he is the party.
Jim or John?
Which one didn't die?
I'll give it to Jim.
Well, if the one that died, it's more likely.
You might want to be like
okay.
the one that died.
Yeah, the one that died. You're like that. You're that Belushi. the party animal. Mike has been like, it's been like having a little kid around. He's been so excited. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but Mike's having a really great time.
Having such a good time.
He's having a good
Such a good time.
And Mike has been just so happy to see everyone and do everything, and just the look in his eyes and the big smile. It makes me enjoy this trip even more. You know what I mean? Because I'm a pissy little guy, and you know, and when I see how happy Michael is, it makes me happy. You know what I mean? And
Michael Burry from
you know,
Newfoundland.
and Michael B and I, we talk every day for the last couple of years virtually, and to finally meet you in person and almost be raped by you. I'm assaulted by you.
Yes, so many moments. The tackle was like so genuine. It was a moment captured in time. 36:57 is the exact moment where two worlds collided and all was right in the world.
It was almost too much.
It was a genuine moment to see you too.
Yeah. And Michael B desperately wants to go to a strip club tonight.
Fox is effing it up.
I'm not perfect.
Yeah. I love this guy. I really do. I love him. I love him.
All right. I'll go. We'll come back.
Okay.
I have to explain to the chat, the audience here.
Mhm.
What's in your room?
And why does it vibrate?
If
my
you're
phone,
not
guys.
here with us, you have no clue what Mike is like. Okay, remember how we talked about how Fox is the same person?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's this weird thing that I've never seen any content creator. Like, okay, let's talk about P-Dubs just for a second as a contrast. So P-Dubs, let's say P-Dubs in real life
Okay.
is at an 8, right?
Okay.
And then you go on YouTube and you're an 11, right?
Yeah.
The whole thing of being in front of a camera, you got to speak up. You got to make sure, you know, there's just a little more oomph. You're the same personality, but you just turn it on a little bit higher, right?
Turn up the level.
Mike is not like that.
He turns it down for YouTube. Yeah.
And he's a 4.
He's a 4.
And he turns off the camera.
That's so true. That's so true.
Right?
That's the greatest analogy for Michael B. Hi, I'm Michael B. And I just want to say, guys,
Not
I
bad.
really appreciate you watching. Please subscribe, buy my Ridge wallets, and let's talk about Arcade One Up. And then he gets off the air and he's like,
I'm a wrestler!
Okay. Mike is amazing.
Why is my tongue orange as Fanta's?
It's probably just with
That was
what's in
like-
your room.
That is a
There's
great
nothing in
analogy.
my room.
All right. Do us a favor.
Yeah.
When you get back home, make an Arcade One Up or whatever YouTube video, but do it like the Michael.
11.
Do it the Michael.
Be an 11 of
Michael to
Michael.
the 11.
It would be R-rated.
NC-17.
That's what I want to see.
That's
I want to
what I
see
wanna
that.
You're freaking okay. Let's see. What characters in movies are you? You're like Will Ferrell in that college. Remember the one?
Old school.
Old school. Old school.
We're going street.
Hey, honey, is KFC still up?
Michael B is the Belushi, the Will Ferrell of the group.
Yes.
He is the
He's-
party.
Every
He's
now and
the
then he's
party.
like, his daughter calls him, and he's like, "Hey, honey, how's it going?"
Yes.
And
And he
then
has to turn on the sweetness.
Let's go!
Yes. So here's the awkward moment that happened between him. So after he actually like called me out and like made me confess to my wife, he calls his wife and says, "Look," he like holds up his phone with his wife and my phone, and our wives were talking to each other through our phones. And then he's trying to be like, "I think you should be best friends."
Best friends.
Fast friends, like
That's great.
this guy, he loves it. So just to keep going, right? There's this coming together, right? We didn't know how it was going to be like seeing each other in person. I feel like we kind of have known each other for the last couple years. We've been on several streams together, off stream, different chats, and every time I interact with you, like offline, because off camera, there's this, still a good connection. We talk about a topic, but there was just like a naturalness to like going live or just saying hello and just knowing that, like, we can have a good conversation, we can go live, we can cover for each other. Some of the things that I value the most in people are people that know what to do without being told what to do. like you can get things done without being told what to do. And so, you know, I think that's that natural spirit where like we're getting serious and you know how to jump in with the Belushi line and just like move it along, right? So I think every single one of us played a little bit of that role this weekend in some form or way. And so, I mean, you definitely embodied that specifically with, you know, every time we need a laugh or a leg rubbing, Michael B was there. You were there.
Thanks.
I honestly, I haven't seen a grown man have this much genuine excitement to meet other people. I don't think in my entire life. I mean, it's really.
He's having a really good time.
I think he's, you know, I think he's having a really good time.
He won't stop saying, "I love life."
Guys, I'm having a really good time. It's really like it was not an act. It wasn't fake. He was really just excited to be here to meet us. For me, I have no idea why it wouldn't be me, but it was great. He also has one of the worst, most filthy senses of humor that I've ever met, and I absolutely love it.
You know, it's been great for us. We're huge Office fans, and it's been
nothing.
weekend.
It's nonstop Office.
And he'll just sit there,
Con-
and he'll be like, "I got it." And he's like, does this Dwight quote or something.
It's been absolutely a blast meeting you, buddy.
Yeah. And the sex has been fantastic.
Oh, it's some of the best.
Somebody's been asking.
I've had better.
Is that what you said last night?
So that's what was in Justin's room.
All right.
We
need to end the stream with a true spoon fitting, all of us on one bed.
Okay, all right. Let's
we're
go
not
ahead
doing
and
All
move
right,
on.
but no, wait. Did you do your thing for Michael B?
I did.
He's
did.
working
You
for like
started it.
23 minutes.
Yeah,
He's the Belushi of the
Yeah,
group.
he's the Belushi.
That's right.
The John, the one that died.
Okay. All right. So we set up. We talked for about an hour and 20 minutes. There was a super chat I think I missed. Goofyfoot had another super chat that
Oh, I'm
said,
sorry,
Nice.
Goofy Foot.
"Go ahead, read it."
The only thing missing this weekend is Loctite and guitar and
Tell me about it.
Nostalgia, who couldn't make it across the island because the statute of limitations is still not up.
That's right. Yeah.
Did Detroit Love?
Few more
ever
months,
say
though.
Oh, Detroit Love was trying to come,
Yeah.
couldn't come. I was disappointed. Someone asked about that earlier. They were asking about like other people in the space. They said, "Where is Carl? Where is Nostalgia? Where is Ralph?" All these people were invited, 100%.
Absolutely.
I
They
asked
just
every
all
one of them.
hate us.
They all just hate
There's
us
that.
so much.
They
The
said, "I would do
deep-seated
anything for
hatred,
you,
yeah.
but I won't do that."
Yeah, once the statute of limitations expires in 2025, Nostalgia will return
Should be
to
able
the
to
United
return to
States.
the yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
Thank you very much for the super chat, Goofy Foot.
yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
good.
And I'm happy to see that Michael B unblocked you from his channel.
Yes.
I think it's
Goofyfoot
blocked.
is real. He's here in person at
about
Chill
time.
and Chat. Wow, this is super late. What do you think? Do you want to take us out? Do you have your outro here?
Yeah, it's in there.
I'm in control of the Michael B.
Oh,
stream.
yes,
you
are.
are.
It's a Chill and Chat intro.
You're,
Outro.
and there's
you're
an
pulling the
end
plug.
card video.
You're pulling the.
And-
No. I mean, we can do a live stream
No,
if
you
want
ready?
to.
No.
No.
Yeah.
We'll just sing your song.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a
Oh, wait.
song.
Do we want to? Let's do the spoonie. Wait. How about the Scooby Dooby ending?
Oh, yeah.
That's a better ending. It's actually pronounced Milwaukee.
It's Algonquin for the good land.
And I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you.
Let's now do the super happy ending. Guys, we've had so much fun this weekend. This has been a blast.
Yes.
I am so glad that there was some glitch in the flight system that allowed me to get here for so cheap.
Yeah.
Because honestly, Nostalgia said, "Man, I hate missing out on this because this is a once in a lifetime thing where you guys are going to make lifetime memories." And you were so right, and you're such a piece of shit for not.
Absolutely.
Good night, everybody. I love you.
Woo! All right.
It's a dance music. Sounds just close in time.
All right. Oh, I don't think I pressed.